everyone, I'm Rudvani and welcome to Speak Easy. This is a very special episode. It's a Republic Day episode, so happy Republic Day. My guest today is equally special. He's an actor who's now recently turned director with a film that created havoc at the Marathi box office, at the Indian box office, and he's taken that flag flying really high for Marathi cinema. I'm talking about, of course, the film is Ved and the actor is Riteish Deshmukh. Congratulations, Riteish, and of course, a happy Republic Day.
Happy Republic Day to you too.
We have done in so many years how far we've come as a country together and the importance of freedom of speech, right? Which, of course, our constitution reminds us day to day. What are a few things that you particularly want to highlight when it comes to this particular day? What comes to your mind?
I think the fact that we are able to do what we can do is a privilege. Yeah. India is an amazing democracy, and we are living, breathing this amazing freedom that that our how do I say this, leaders fought for. And republic, we have our constitution that protects us, gives us rights, and it's just amazing. Be it freedom of speech, freedom of expression, right to vote. So we can choose exactly who should govern us. So all these are amazing things.
And so much more there, isn't it?
There's always more. There's always room for improvement. There's always things that one needs to calibrate as a country, and everyone needs to do that. Not our country, but every country, because with times parameters change. What things were relevant 40 years ago may not be relevant today. What ethos was there 50 years ago might have changed, because as generations, new things, new ideas develop, we are changing. In fact, what I was in my 18 and when I see 18-year-olds today are two different people. Yeah. And what I am in my 40s today and what were 40 years ago earlier are different people. So it's evolution is constant. We need to evolve as a country and as people.
I know today, though, that you get to celebrate Republic Day, Independence Day, now Republic Day, with your family, and you do that. I see that you tell them what the day is with your children, and you do that for every day. Is this how it is for you? It's important for them to know as well, right?
No, I think our country has glorious history,
yeah.
And they need to know every important milestones that we celebrate. And our histories, Independence Day and Republic Day are extremely important for us. Yeah. And that dates back to, say, 75 years and later. But also we celebrate every festival that date back to thousands of years ago, and it's been a ritual like Diwali and be it Christmas or be it Rang Panchami. So everything is important because everything has a story, a backstory. Yeah. And so there is a certain age as to what information they can receive and understand. Yeah. So only give that much of information, and probably they would understand this more from their school with growing years. But yes, it's important to celebrate in our glorious country.
How did you celebrate Republic Day when you were younger?
No, when I was young, my father was a minister, and so flag hoisting used to be the Republic Day thing, and we used to stand outside, and there used to be officials coming and unfurling the flag, and so that was, and also getting up in the morning and watching TV and the whole Republic Day parade was a big thing for us. Yeah. I remember my father once took us to Delhi to see the Republic Day parade. And we stood there for hours just watching this amazing. Yeah, and this is way back in mid 80s. So it was a different time. less security, less protocol. People used to be more interactive then. But yeah, those are my Republic Day memories.
Oh, lovely. Marathi cinema has been doing really well otherwise as well. But post-pandemic, a lot of people have been really waiting for theatres to openly accept. And what Ved did was give hope that now is the time where people are going to really come to cinemas and particularly Marathi cinema and accept content. And you did that. There is a sense of that little bit of that sense of pride also, right? And happiness, of course, along with that.
I would humbly tell you that, Ved, when it released, of course, it was post-pandemic. Ved was conceived during pandemic. We shot in between two pandemic lockdowns, two lockdowns. And we didn't know. Also, we were... See, there was a struggle where people didn't come to watch Hindi films. And they used to choose their films. And now we were talking about Marathi films. As it is in Maharashtra, first preference people give to Hindi films over Marathi films. So we are talking about a second preference and trying to get the audience to come and watch your film. When they were reluctant to watch, come out and watch Hindi films. Apart from those tentpole films that drew the audience, of course. So that was a challenge. And at the end of it, also our film wasn't an event film. It wasn't an action film. It wasn't a big film. It was a family film. So that was, we always knew that we hope that people come to the theatres so that they go back home and tell people that it's a family film. So we didn't expect such kind of reception, such kind of numbers when we went out there. But when we opened also, we were extremely glad because it was the highest opening for a Marathi film in post-pandemic.
Yeah, it was almost touching 6. It's crazy.
No, so it went on to be there throughout for next 11 days. It didn't fall below the first day figures, which was huge for a Marathi film. And I'm just happy that people have come to the theatres to watch a Marathi film. And there's a certain momentum that has gathered. I hope and pray that the Marathi films that come post this also are able to, cater to the likes of the audience that come to the theatres.
Crossing 50 crores and still counting.
Yeah, we are about 55 right now.
Yeah, and that is huge.
Yeah, it's unimaginable for us because these are not the numbers that we thought a Marathi film would do. And it's the second highest grossing film in the history of Marathi cinema. So that's
Sairat
immense.
Got that kind of national.
Yeah. So also, any film that crosses this kind of milestone, these are not planned. This is people's love that takes it wherever it can reach.
Of course.
And you can plan, okay, fine, these are the kind of figures that you might reach, and logically this is where you expect it. But unimaginable numbers are only because, we don't know why these numbers are coming. So we are currently in that phase. Wow, people have shown so much of love and appreciation for something that we didn't expect it to be showered with so much of love.
Even your first Marathi film was a huge box office.
Yes.
That was, of course, more action. That is why I think you mentioned, I wanted to give context to why you said this wasn't an action film. This wasn't. So I understand why you would think that, ki pata nahi kya hoga, right? Because
True, because when Lay Bhari came in, right? Lay Bhari opened very big. And it did about 33 crores then, which was the highest grossing Marathi film ever in 2014. So when Ved came in, we didn't even think that we were going to come close to Lay Bhari. Because it was pre-pandemic.
You were like, dekhte hai.
Not even dekhte hai. Matlab, we were like, 20-25 hoga to we'll be dancing away to glory. This is great business for this kind of a film. But at the end of it, you realize the strength of a family film. is also huge, because yes, Leh Bhari is an action film, young film. So there are various kind of audience that there is who want to come to the theatre and watch. I remember talking to Cinepolis theatres, and they said that we get the data of people because SMSs, they book their tickets. And he said, we realized that people who haven't come to the cinemas for last 7 years to watch a Marathi film are coming now to watch. So that's the kind of data that they were giving, and we were like, wow, we are able to bring back certain audience to the theatres, and now it's up to us to really churn out content that they really like.
Also reminder that probably that you need more Marathi cinema coming from Mumbai Film Company and Riteish Deshmukh.
No, we want to. We as a film company, we would want to start with 2 films a year, then graduate to 3 Marathi films a year. So that is the idea.
But tell me also validation for Riteish Deshmukh, the director. A little bit, no? When you get this kind of love, there has to be something right the director also has done, no?
I'll tell you what, when I thought of directing the film, I didn't know where it's going to land. I always thought that let me be frank. When someone is making a film, 90% is not going to work.
Is that what you think usually? Yeah,
No. I'll give the math, right? 300 films, 250 to 200 film release every year, right? You will think 20 films work. 25 films. 25 is 10%. 90% films are not making it. So for a new director, I know that I'm fighting against the odds to make a film that is appreciated. And when you're directing for the first time, when you've not assisted anyone, you're not too sure about. Of course, you're bringing the craft of 20 years of experience with you to understand what you want to do. But you've not directed anything. I've not directed a short film before. I've not directed one episode of anything. I've not said action and cut before I went on my film. So there's zero experience. So till the audience says yes or no, I don't know whether I've done the things right or wrong.
Did you ever show the film to people to just get an idea, because this was your directorial sort of debut, to see yaar, sach batana ki what you're feeling? Did you do that analysis? Because I know a lot of directors do that.
No, in fact, I finished my film, and I showed it to a few close friends of mine, 7, 8 of them, and different, like there was Fardeen Khan, there's Milab Zaveri, there was Akshay Puri, who's a producer, there's Jay Sevakraman is a producer, there's Mandeep, who doesn't understand Marathi, but he directed Tere Naal Love Ho Gaya.
Okay,
There's Mushtaq Sheikh. So these 6 people I got, and I showed them the film. And Samir Hanchade, one of my classmates, who's an architect and also filmmaker. So we just saw the film, just to understand what it is. And everyone had different point of views, what's working, what's not working, what should be done. So I made certain changes to that.
Through few opinions you thought?
No, and it mattered, because so many times you are watching it and you think, okay, this will fly, but not sure. So Salman Bhau's song, which was in the film, I removed it and put in the climax as the end credit.
Really?
Because there was an opinion that the song is great, but it's coming as a joke in the screenplay. So I did that. And there's one director said it doesn't matter because people will enjoy the song.
Which they did.
So then they enjoyed towards the end, which is fine. But, and I removed 3 scenes because the length was a bit much. But 2 weeks into the film, when film was already being loved, for 3rd week, I added 3 deleted scenes. I reshot a song with Genelia and me. Not reshot, I shot a song.
Because they wanted like a love song.
Yes,
and all
so
of
then
that.
I placed that in the climax. I took Salman Bhau's song and put it back where it belonged. And I released a new edited, extended version. And now I get
Quite
calls
a
even
quick
this.
duration, I must say. I'm sorry. I cut
Yeah,
you.
no, so it was, we're always on the toast listening to people. See, I just feel that once the film is done, you shouldn't stop listening. Just listen to them. What are they saying? Okay, fine. Do you have time? Sometimes we had the duration of extending it.
Yeah.
People had seen, people went back to see the extended version who wanted to see it for the second time. I have people who have seen the film 10 times and 12 times already, and I'm like, within 3 weeks. I mean, that's, see, frankly speaking, there's nothing, how do I say it? I don't want to use the word, but I'll still use it. There's nothing great that I've done. It's just that people have liked it, and I'm really blessed that they are showering such love, because there's nothing out of the ordinary I've done. Great is not the right word.
Do you also now feel this is going to, like we were discussing in the beginning, it's also going to give, like a lot of people will again start giving those kind of screens to Marathi cinema in Maharashtra, which is again, it's a win, right?
No, it is. It is.
It must have been a struggle for you also in that.
No, it is. When we started our first day, we had 1,000 screens a day, 1,000 shows a day, not 1,000 screens. And we see, to put things in perspective, we've done 55 crores in 410 screens.
Yeah.
And other films are releasing at 3,000, 3,500, 5,000 screens. So for Marathi, we are, and 410 is the maximum screen that Marathi can get.
Yeah.
So if we had 1,000 screens, our business would have been different.
Yeah.
Right?
Numbers would have been way more.
So when we talk about South, we have 2,000 screens in South, 3,000, 5,000.
Yeah.
But in Maharashtra, even if we have 3,000, 80% will be taken by Hindi. So Marathi growth needs to happen on the strength of the content.
Yeah.
So, and there's nothing wrong in it. I'm just saying that today, be it Sairat, Wade, Lay Bhari or whatever, they're respected because the films are successful, because people have given empowered. Only people can empower films.
I agree.
And that is what, and that empower, suppose people empower films, will in turn empower the industry.
Same, like Pathaan's releasing tomorrow, right? And there is so much on social media about boycott this, boycott Bollywood, which people hope will expect. But you look at the kind of advance bookings of Pathaan,
Sure.
And then that, like you rightly said, people can empower films.
Sure.
So I want your thoughts on this aspect of it.
See, let's understand, we live in a democracy.
Yeah.
So, if someone wants to say boycott something, he has the right to say that.
Yeah, 100%.
You cannot say, you can't say this, right?
Yeah.
If someone feels like, okay, I want to boycott this film, great, good for you. There's nothing wrong in that. Okay? But when you see a film like Pathaan, when there is no reason to say something, okay, people understand that.
Yeah.
The country is deciding what they want to support and what they want to boycott.
Yeah.
So leave it to the people to decide what they want to choose. And people in a country are smart enough to make the choices. If there are certain trends happening, people have gone and supported certain things. When people have said support some films, people have gone and seen that film, those films also. So at the end we have to respect people, right? And their choices. Are we not going to respect that? We have to respect. So there could be few people who are trying to influence, but large audience knows what they want to watch and what they don't want to watch. And that's the reality. Janta Malik hai.
Our Prime Minister himself has asked politicians to stay away from commenting on films.
Our Honorable Prime Minister made an appeal to leaders to, not comment on films and unnecessarily when it's not required. I think that's a wise comment coming from the top leadership, and that makes a huge impact on how things percolate down to everyone.
Yeah.
we all as an industry, we take it as a positive note from the leadership of this country. To get back into industry wherever it was, it's all in the hands of the people. They decide. Like I said, Janta Malik hai, they decide where it's supposed to go. But for them to decide, we also have to figure out what kind of content we want to give.
Yeah.
Out here, I just want to say that the beauty of India is in its diversity. So when you talk about Indian cinema, it's not only Hindi, but it's Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Bengali, Punjabi, Bhojpuri, Odia, Assamese, Rajasthani films. So as regional cinema, we need to empower. As we empower languages, we need to empower cinemas to be made in that region. And what kind of ecosystem can we make to empower filmmakers, empower stories, and can the next Bahubali come from Odia cinema or Marathi or Rajasthani, or because every industry needs to make that. Like Kantara came from Kannada and has done such wonderful business. So we know that the next big films will be coming from stories, like you rightfully said, that people are receptive of newer content, and language is no more a barrier. So yes, we hope that as Indian cinema, we are going to newer heights.
How have you celebrated? How have you celebrated this finally with Genelia?
Oh no, I think we were more than celebratory. We were just relieved that it's been received well. And the pure celebration was when we got the entire team together, everyone right from our ADs to every department who worked on the film to get together. We danced all night and just chatted, and it was a wonderful feeling too. And that's a true celebration, to just celebrate with the people who made this film happen.
I'm sure they must be really, really proud of what you have achieved as well. All right, this is the last segment. It's the fun questions. You're very good at this, Riteish, so I'm going to go ahead. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. The weirdest nickname that Riteish Deshmukh has ever got?
Weirdest nickname? Ritla.
Ritla, what does that mean?
Ask Baman Irani.
If you're asked to direct a particular film, what film would you direct next and why?
No idea, no clue.
No clue?
No clue. I mean, no clue. I don't even know when I'm going to direct, what I'm going to direct, if I'm going to direct. But let's see.
A thing people still don't know about Riteish Deshmukh.
A thing that I can fly a plane.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Riteish, forever. I still believed it. If you would have let me carry on, I would have been like, what? Like sort of a misconception for people who don't know you that you'd like to break.
Misconception?
That you've often heard and you're like, that's not me. Let's put it
that way. A lot of people, and I don't blame them for believing it, because that could be a popular perception that I got my first film because my father was the chief minister. And that my career was easy because my father made it easy for me to be an actor. And people thinking that if I was in their position, I would have probably thought the same. But that is not true. I mean, there's not a single producer who can ever say that my father ever called them.
Who would Riteish Deshmukh want to direct if you got the opportunity? An actor you would love to direct, and why?
Actor I would love to direct.
Yeah.
This is I want to direct everyone.
A genre that you feel Genelia should try and she hasn't yet.
Comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
A genre that you think Riteish should try and he hasn't yet.
I haven't tried a genre. Thriller, a spy thriller.
A funniest rumor that you laugh when you think of it. about you?
No, the same thing I told you.
The father wala
The
thing.
father thing, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Does Riteish have any regret?
Um, should have married Genelia earlier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So cute. Okay. What picture do you have on your phone's home screen? I like it checking this one.
No, my family, I'll show you.
Oh, so cute. Okay.
With my doggy Flash.
So cute. Apps you can't live without. Are there any apps?
Apps that I can't live without.
Yeah, you have to constantly check.
WhatsApp.
The funniest story of you driving in Mumbai.
Funniest story driving Mumbai.
Yeah. That happened to you.
That happened to me. I remember some years ago when this whole bunch of people came. They were selling some stuff. Hey, hero, 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 नाम तो बता तेरा क्या है?
Oh God.
And I told them Shah Rukh Khan.
There you go. Now you know Mannat belongs to whom? It's all here. It's all here. Okay, Riteish, thank you so much.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
of course end by saying, like I started with, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Massive, massive win for, I think, not just Marathi cinema, for every kind of film.
Thank you.
And congratulations. So much more I'm hoping to see from Mumbai Film Company and you.
Thank you so much.
Ending on the note of saying, wishing everybody Republic Day and a small message on this day for everybody who's watching the interview.
And I think wishing you all a happy Republic Day. And we should be proud of our country, what it has achieved in so many years. And respect your rights. More importantly, respect others' rights.
Wonderfully put. Happy Republic Day to everyone who's watching. Thank you once again, Riteish.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.